What's good, everybody? It's your boy Anonymous, the author, aka Anonymous Rap Guy, and I am back with another Ohio BBW Network interview. Today, we have the dope, the awesome, the fantastic, and the first time on, Miss Royce. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing very good, and we really appreciate you coming on. Funny little background story before we get started. We had been trying to get this set up since 2022. When I look back in the inbox messages, so this is definitely a long time coming.
Man, it was. I wasn't ready then, I'll be honest. I was like, wait, how do I prepare for this? I think I was asking you questions like, what do I do? Like, should I have some questions ready?
And then you realize it's nothing. A podcast is just two people
Yeah,
talking. Yeah, that's all it is.
pretty much. Let it flow.
Right. So, were you weren't experienced with podcasts at all back then?
I this is my first podcast, and honestly, I don't even do lives
Oh
on
no.
my page, so this is kind of a whole new experience for me.
Oh, that's well, awesome. Well, we're glad to be the first on here.
That's right.
So, just to get a little introduction started on who you are, and just for people to get a feel out for you, do you want to introduce yourself to the people, what you like to be addressed as, what you like to go by, and what your claims are? Oh, sorry, phone's ringing. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So yeah, a little introduction. You want to go
Yeah, for sure. Um, so my username or what I go by professionally, I guess, professionally,
ahead?
it's just a page. I don't is BBW Rose Royce.
Hmm.
And I've been doing that for maybe about 2 years. I want
Hmm.
to say maybe a little bit longer.
Hmm.
Um, I just create body positive content, I guess,
For
like
sure.
really just using the medium of boudoir photography,
Mm.
because to me, that's just the most empowering um, tool that I could use for me
Mm.
to be able to empower myself and hopefully empower others.
Yeah. What does to you? What does body positive mean? Like obviously everybody know,
Body,
and like the general, but what does it mean to you in your eyes? Like what are you trying to bring forth?
yeah, for sure. So, body positive for me just means just inclusivity for all bodies.
Mm.
It could be, all shapes, all sizes, all colors, all, you know, heights.
Mm-hmm.
So just anything that's a body. It's body inclusivity and body positivity, just being positive towards all bodies.
Mm. So, speaking of body positivity, is there anybody any mediums or anything that you, I guess, ingest or any content that you like to see that encourages body positivity? Like any shout outs that you want to give? Like, hey, so and so really encourages you?
Oh man, I wasn't ready for that question. I follow a whole bunch of
Mm.
body positive people, from people who create body positive content to people who are just, I don't want to say just, people who are OnlyFans
Mm.
content creators. So I feel like all of that has a positive medium to it. But
Mm.
um, I mean, I can't just call out just one or shout
Right,
out
right,
just one, because I
right.
think all of them inspire me. All of the people that I follow
Mm.
inspire me. So if anybody's really interested in that, they can always just check out my followers
Yeah.
and give them a follow and see what they're about.
When did you start like really, I guess, focusing on body positivity? Like, was there a certain point in your life that you were like, hey, I really want to encourage this, or hey, I could really want to focus on being a body positive person, or what? Have you all your life just been feeling like body positivity has been the road that we need to go down more of as a society? I guess.
Um, I mean, I think just like everybody else that's come on here, because I've heard a lot of the interviews that you've done too,
Mm-hmm.
it's just that I had no love for my body, growing up.
Mm.
I was instilled with a lot of negativity towards my size.
Mm.
Um, I haven't, I've never been the thin person. I've always been plus sized. I'm more plus sized today than I was then. Back
Right.
then I look at myself and I'm like, oh man, I wish I were that size. But now
Same,
I'm
same,
a,
same.
yeah. I mean, pre-COVID, right?
Right, absolutely. Pre-COVID pounds, boy, you tell me.
um, but I think it all just started with just a push that a friend gave me. He kind of called me out on my BS.
Mm.
I was just kind of faking it, I was just going around like, oh yeah, I'm the ish and I'm this and that. And really deep down inside, I really didn't feel that way. I just was just faking it because I felt like I knew for a fact that confidence was the way to feel beautiful,
Mm,
and but I didn't really feel confident, so I was just kind of showing it on the outside but not really on the inside.
mm,
So my friend, he called me out on that BS, and he was just like, look, I'm going to send you some stuff, and I think you need to start, loving yourself more,
mm,
and seeing you through my eyes.
mm. That's awesome.
And so that's what kind of just started that journey.
That's fantastic. That's awesome. So
Yeah.
have you, is it, when you typically model, is it, that's really kind of like a therapy kind of for you a little bit? Like, hey, just reinstilling that confidence in yourself to say, hey, I am, this is who I am beautiful. And that's pretty cool. Is my, does that sound about right or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not necessarily a therapy, but yes, I get
Mm,
that. I think
mm,
therapy it could be therapeutic, but
mm.
I think more than anything, it's just empowering
Yeah,
because I already know who I am now.
for sure.
I'm
For sure.
very positive of my confidence and
Mm,
who I am, and
mm.
in my body. I'm comfortable in my body. I mean,
That's awesome.
I know that I have some mobility issues sometimes too, just being in a larger body, but
Mm,
nonetheless, I'm still comfortable in my body, and I'm comfortable with who I am as a person. So when I go in doing these boudoir sessions, it's just with that idea that I want to
mm,
continue to inspire other people and
mm.
just continue to feel empowered myself, and
Absolutely.
feel beautiful and
Mm,
sexy and
mm.
powerful and all that good stuff. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I guess it can be cathartic and therapeutic.
In a way.
Yes.
So I see on your page you do post a lot of like empowering quotes, obviously to go along with positivity. Do you yourself do any kind of like speaking or inspirational things? Like, have you ever like kind of tried to like pass on like a personal message to anybody?
I mean, I'd love to do a TED Talk,
Okay.
but but I'm honestly,
Hmm.
I'm not a big a public speaker. I mean,
Okay.
I'm kind of public shy and public speaking shy, and the fact that I'm on here doing this is just kind of a huge thing. I'm still feeling kind of nervous, like, oh my gosh, and no one's even watching us right now. It's just you and me.
Right.
Um,
No,
but
but you're
I
doing
mean,
great. Just by the way, you're doing fantastic.
thank you. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't do anything like that. I wish I did.
Mm,
Maybe having this page will lead to that one day. That
mm,
would be great. That would
mm,
be fantastic. Definitely a goal.
mm.
But at this time, I can't say that I've really done any kind of motivational speaking.
Okay. Well, you, speaking of goal, you said you don't know if this is a kind of goal. Let's say 5 years from now, you still have the page, you still have it running. Is there anything? I mean, other than public speaking, which we just talked about, is there anything that you would want to get into as far as body positivity or modeling or anything like that, collaborating or anything down those lines?
I mean, yeah, I definitely want to collaborate with people.
Mm,
Um, I know that Vivian Rose and I have talked a lot about collaborating.
okay.
She's a super positive person in herself, and so I would love to do something body positive with her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I do a lot of collaborating with an Italian page. I want to say they're Italian. Yeah, because it's all in Italian.
Mm.
Um,
And you they
I want to
tag you.
say it's BH, yeah,
Okay.
human positivity or something like that.
Okay.
And so we do a lot of like picture collaborations. Like I
Mm-hmm.
send a picture and they kind of add the quote and all that good stuff and
Mm-hmm.
the tags.
Right.
They do kind of like monthly body positivity challenges, if you will.
Okay.
Um, so that is definitely my goal. I want to collaborate with more people and
Mm.
kind of bring my page to mean something a lot more than just boudoir photography. And I love boudoir photography, but I would
Mm-hmm.
love to do something more with that. And
Like
if
the.
modeling came along, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, cool.
Okay. Do you have any hidden talents? Do we need any singing talents, any writing talents, poetry, anything like that that we should know about?
Well, I do sing. There's actually a mariachi video on my page.
No joke.
People are welcome to check that out. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Absolutely.
I collaborate, or not collaborate, but I participate in a mariachi with my old alma mater, my college here in Colorado.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. So how long have you been doing that?
Maybe just a few years, um, about 3 years. I used to do it back in college,
Mm,
and then the mariachi just kind of disbanded.
mm-hmm.
Um, and then one of the deans of college brought it back, and she invited me back And I was like, yes, of course, I would love to participate because it's part of my culture and my heritage as well as a
Absolutely.
Mexican American
Absolutely.
woman. So,
That's fantastic.
oh, I love it. And then I just love learning languages. That's my other talent right now. I'm learning Arabic.
Oh, wow. That
Yeah,
okay then. What inspired that?
just the love for languages and being able to communicate with other people. I
Mm.
love talking to people, despite my weird public speaking phobia.
Gotcha. I think everybody identifies with that. Like I'm cool with people, but not so much as a group. I definitely
There we
understand
go.
that. Yeah. What languages do you I guess speak or if not speak then can read? What languages are you?
I'm just currently fluent in English and Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm learning I'm self-teaching,
Mm.
um, or self-taught, I guess, with Arabic, Portuguese, Korean, Mandarin, just little
Wow.
phrases here and there, little words here and there. But I
Mm.
think Arabic is the one that I'm mostly focusing right now.
Are you using like an app or are you just picking up books and reading like how to for dummies? Oh, an app.
I need to get some how-to for dummies. Thanks for the idea. No, I use Duolingo. It's a
Yeah,
free app,
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Um,
I've done that as well. I've tried to learn. I tried to pick up Spanish, and I've definitely one of those things where I'm like, I'll go hard for 2 months. I'm like, I'm fluent for 2 months, and then I forget about it for 5 months. I go back to it, and I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? Like I still got a couple, but to go. Mic levels are still running. Can you say something really quick?
yes,
And perfect. Okay.
one, two.
All right, so we are back after some technical difficulties, but we are good to go. Don't exactly remember what we were talking about before the issues, but learned that you're in a mariachi. That is really awesome. So, are you're open to like being in front of people? Like, are you? You say you're not good with like public speaking, but
Public speaking.
it sounds like that you're good like being in front of people as far as that goes.
Yeah, I'm social.
Okay. Do you have any musical talents? Like, do you play any instruments?
I tried to learn to play clarinet when I was younger.
Okay.
I never continued that, so I'm
Mm.
not. Yeah, I could probably play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and that's about it.
Okay. Hey, that's better than me. I have no musical acumen whatsoever as far as instruments go. So, shouts out to you. Very multi-talented. I say we got mariachi. We got can at least play a couple notes on the clarinet. All right, we're learning a lot about you.
Learning languages,
Right, right. Very
journal. I'm
diverse.
not a writer, but I like to journal.
Oh, you like to like just journal your day or like going what you're going through or what kind of journals?
Yeah, like what I'm going through. That's
Okay.
that's my that's my therapy right there. Is just
Mm, that's awesome.
journaling my thoughts and
Mm,
all that good stuff.
that's fantastic. Is it just your phone or do you have like a little like a personal little journal that you like to scribble in? Like for me, I've always loved like the feel of a pen in your hand. I don't know what it is,
Hmm.
but like to scribble it. You're the same way?
I used to be, but now I have a little bit of a carpal tunnel issue. So
Oh,
unfortunately, I just do it in my phone now.
okay.
And it's kind of easier for me to just store, I guess,
Yeah,
instead
are
of
you
having a bunch of
mhm.
notebooks, I was gonna say.
Okay. Are you talk to text or are you typing with your fingers?
I'm still typing with my fingers, so
Okay.
it still hurts a little bit, but it's a lot less motion in my wrists as it
Mhm.
is with writing. And
Mhm.
the way I write is kind of like this,
Mhm.
so it's so much
Right. Pressure on your
so
joint.
much, yeah, pressure on my, yeah, exactly, my wrist. So
No, for sure.
yeah, thank you, carpal tunnel.
Right, right. It comes for us all. That's for sure. Did you pop
Yeah,
just
for sure.
aside? Did you pop your knuckles when you were younger? Do you think?
No,
Okay.
I used to hate that when people
Mm-hmm.
do when people did that. I was like, why?
I
Why would
get
you
you.
do that?
For sure. I'm definitely one of those people. I play a lot of video games, and I can definitely feel my joints tightening up. So I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
a few more years of this,
no.
and I gotta enjoy me while I'm in my heyday. Um, so we were talking about getting to know you better, and now I have just some random silly questions for you
Okay.
that I think just to wrap up the interview, just to make sure our fans can get to know you a little better. So, if you could make one of these two imaginary creatures real, would you rather make a unicorn real or a dragon real?
Wow. Okay. Hmm. Probably a unicorn because it's safer. Well, maybe not because they've got a.
Horn on their head.
I don't know. For safety reasons, I don't know. But I guess unicorn's more aesthetically prettier than me than the
The
dragon.
dragon
But
would
I've
be
always
okay.
wanted to own a dragon. That'd be cool.
Be a dragon tamer. That yeah. How to Train Your Dragon. We can make that movie live action
Woo!
for
Love it.
real. Okay, put you in this situation. Do you drink? Just quick question. Are you a drinker? Okay,
No.
not at all. Okay, so
Mm-mm.
partier. Do you party?
No.
Okay. Work late nights.
No.
Okay. Well, let's put you in a hypothetical realm. Uh,
Okay.
that you worked a late night. Feel you wake up the next morning 8 a.m. tired, hungover. Well, not hungover in this case. Tired and worn out. But hadn't eaten all day the night before.
Okay.
You've got a full fridge of whatever you want to have in there. What would you cook yourself for that morning breakfast? That would be the perfect idea of a breakfast meal for you.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. We could have just said a joint because I got the munchies.
Okay.
But
Well, now you tell me. Okay.
I mean, you said partier, and
Right.
I'm just like, partier can mean a lot of
Right.
things,
Right.
but
Right. Right. Right.
not usually weed.
Uh,
But
okay, you finished blazing the J. Now, what are
that's
you,
right.
what are you setting up after that? Are you a joint smoker or a blunt smoker?
Um, Blunts,
Okay.
joints,
Yeah.
and the pipe also.
Okay. Like
But I
bongs or
can't roll them.
oh.
Yeah, like little pipes,
Hmm.
not the bongs, because that's just too much for me.
Yeah, too
It's
much
a
of a
lot of
contraption.
cleaning,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's like, oh my goodness, like I can just, and then we go.
Yeah, it feels like it's a whole setup. When you have a bong, it's like you got to
It
put the
is.
water in. I knew a guy who
Yes.
he had ice cubes in it. He had like water at
What?
the bottom. I was like, dude, that's a whole machine you've got there. That's too advanced.
A whole contraption.
Right. That's
Can you imagine carrying that around when you're
yeah.
like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with my buddy?
No, it's like I got something in my pocket right here. I can just whenever I'm
That's
ready,
right.
just hey, got it. That's too
That's right. And I
easy.
have a personal blunt roller. My brother, he's like really good at it. So
Nice,
yeah, I can't.
nice.
If I were to smoke out of a bong, he'd be like, "What? What is going on here?"
You and Snoop Dogg, man, you guys have got the hookup. Both got personal blunt rollers, man.
That's right. Only I don't have to pay him like whatever Snoop Dogg plays his.
Right. It's in the family, so it's
I
called
just share my weed. Yeah,
awesome. Are oh
80,000. My brother.
nice.
Eighty
No,
thousand a year. And I'm
put
like,
him on
oh,
salary,
well,
yeah.
brother, now.
That's awesome. All right, so let's see. Next question here.
What am I making? I'm sorry, I didn't even answer
Oh
your
yeah, you didn't
question.
even ask questions. I'm sorry. Yeah, we totally got off on a
Um,
tangent.
no, it's okay. I guess when I'm munching out, actually I eat a lot of chocolate, so I guess that doesn't really do it either. But
Pancakes,
I
hey,
guess
pancakes with chocolate chips
hangover
are
food.
awesome.
My go-to hangover food would be chilaquiles, actually.
Oh,
Do you
what's
know
the?
what chilaquiles are?
No, break it down
No?
for me.
It's basically tortilla,
Mm,
fried tortilla, but you make them into like little strips.
mm-hmm.
And you add egg and either a salsa a green salsa or
Mm-hmm.
a red salsa,
Mm.
and it's just like the perfect kind of hangover, cure. Either that or menudo, which is cow tripe.
Yeah, I'm familiar with
Okay.
menudo. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay. So are you making all this from scratch, or do you do pre-made? Are you doing
Um,
pre-made ingredients, or are you doing your own salsa? Are you doing your own everything?
I mean, if I'm hungover, I'm eating out. I'm not gonna make anything at home because I
Sure.
don't have the time or patience. But I'm not that much of a cook. I'll be honest.
Mm,
I was married for 18 years, and
mm.
my ex used to spoil me, and he did all the cooking, and he's an amazing cook, and
Mm.
he made that stuff from scratch. So I'm just learning. So I can make chilaquiles because that's easy,
Mm-hmm.
but I could never make menudo. I just have to buy it or
Mm.
get my ex to make me some.
Gotcha. Well, that's awesome. He'll still cook for you. That's fantastic. Um,
Yeah, he does. He lives like 10 minutes away. So,
awesome. I'm not just as this complete side question. I'm just learning to grill out on like an actual grill. I've always been like a stovetop person. Do
mhm.
you change up where you cook at? Like, will you grill out, or are you strictly like in the kitchen kind of cook?
In the kitchen, because
Hmm.
I don't know, I feel like grilling outside is just,
It's a
it's
lot.
not a lot of work, but it's just, I don't know, just being outside.
Yeah.
dealing with the grill, which is all kind of dirty. Just kind of got to clean it off. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. It's just a process in and
Right,
of
right,
itself. So,
right.
and honestly, the carbon, or not the carbon, but the what is it called?
The
It's
charcoal.
because in Spanish you call it carbon. Yeah,
Yeah.
charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff just
Mm-hmm.
makes me sick. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what it is.
No
So
joke.
gas all the way. So it might as
Mm.
well just cook on the stove, you know?
Propane. Okay. King of the hill. Okay.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
propane, exactly.
All
Yeah.
right. That's awesome. All right, so good to know. So we got the food options. I'll definitely have to try that. What was the first one? I know you said menudo. What was the first one that you?
Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. Okay,
Yes.
I'll put me on game. Alrighty. So
Mm-hmm.
ne-
Best.
next question: favorite dessert, ice cream or cake?
Ice cream.
What
Although I'm
flavor?
lactose intolerant, I don't care.
Same. I'll put it
I
on
think
the
I
line.
got one waiting in the fridge for me right now. Well,
Nice.
chocolate, because I'm a chocolate fiend. I
Really?
love, love, love my chocolate.
Plain chocolate, or you want chocolate chips in your chocolate ice cream?
I mean, if it's chocolate made with chocolate
Mm.
and a chocolate bowl and a chocolate spoon with chocolate people and, chocolate factories,
Right,
perfect.
right. That's all you need. Fair enough. You're going on a date. Would you rather go on a movie date or a dinner date?
Dinner date. I like to be able to speak with that person, get to know them, have a conversation. I
Mm,
think in the movies, that's a second date kind of thing. You've
mm,
already kind of spoken with the person. You
right,
just want to hang out, have fun,
right.
and then maybe get grab a bite to eat afterwards. But yeah,
Okay,
definitely a dinner date.
okay, awesome. All right, I've got two more questions for you before we get out of here for the day. And once again, really appreciate you coming on. You've been absolutely fantastic, and love
Thank
the
you.
energy. Other than the huge
Thank you for
glitch that
having
we
me.
had, for sure. Um, comedy or horror?
Um, comedy because I could just smoke a J and just laugh until my gut hurts.
Mm,
But who doesn't like laughing? I
right.
love laughing, but I love horror too.
Mm.
But I prefer comedy for
Top
sure.
favorite comedy movie right now?
Um, right now, honestly, I can rewatch and watch the Friday movies for,
Yes,
all day, every day. What can I
100%.
say? I
Next
love me
Friday's
some
my
Ice Cube.
favorite. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's a good one.
All right. Last question for you, Miss Rose. Let's see here. This will really either gain you fans or divide some people on how they feel about you.
Okay.
Android, Android or Apple?
Ooh. You mean Samsung or Apple?
Right. Gotcha.
As a matter of fact, I'm talking to you from my Samsung
Okay. So,
Android at
so
this
the
moment.
the decision
I
has been
am,
made.
yeah,
Okay.
so anti-Apple. I do not like Apple. Everyone's been trying to get me onto Apple, and I know they have a lot of great features, but they're so exclusive.
Yeah, it definitely feels
You
like a
gotta
cult.
buy
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got free space right here. Thank you very much. Okay, I don't need to pay for space.
These sentiments were employed only by Rolls Royce and not these. We do not want beef on
That's
this
right.
side.
Gotta
Everyone in
get
the
the disclaimer in.
right. We do not want the comments raging against us. No, I'm just playing. But we really
That's
appreciate you
fun for
coming
me.
on. We really appreciate you coming on today. You've been absolutely great. Everybody who's interested to follow, definitely have her links down in the description below. Yeah, man. Any last words you want to leave the listeners or viewers with before you get out of here? Anything you want to
I
let us know
mean,
about?
no, I just want to thank you for having me on here, even after our, what was it, 2 year wait here.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to finally speak to you and see you, and I hope we can do this again soon.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Appreciate you. And thanks for checking us out, everybody. Be kind, be dope, but more importantly than anything else, be yourself. And we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Peace. Bye.
All right.